Hello world, I am currently in the beautiful country of Georgia in Europe, or it's between Europe and Asia, but I think they define it as Europe, with Infiniti Middle East for the launch and drive of the all-new Infiniti QX60. We've been doing quite a bit of driving with this car this morning, and I've got to say I'm very impressed. I've never been a huge fan of Infiniti. Mainly, you're going to have to excuse because I'm by a busy road with cars going past, but mainly for subjective reasons when it comes to design. But Infiniti, and as they've said so themselves, have made a huge, bold step in a far more aggressive and prominent design. So you can see here at the front, I mean, it's a gorgeous looking car. I mean, it really stands out on the roads. There's a big design change. I find with Infiniti, they have always been a bit more rounded and bulbous, but this is a lot sharper. You can see a lot of the lines here at the front. They're a lot sharper, precise. The lights are slimmer and more trim. You've also got this beautiful grille, which I'll get up a bit closer to. So I was with some of the designers earlier, and they were during the briefing of the car. And this beautiful grille is designed based upon origami, which is a Japanese thing. Obviously, Infiniti is a Japanese brand. It's under the parent company of Nissan. So yeah, beautiful design here on the front. I like how you've got both the Infiniti badge as well as Infiniti written underneath. I'll get a little bit closer so you can see. Because obviously some brands, they'll put the badge and they won't put the writing, but no. There is no mistaking that this car is an Infiniti. So yeah, beautiful design here. We've got the sort of diffuser thing here at the bottom, which is also pretty attractive, and it's all very practical as well. We've got these air intakes here on the side, which are false intakes. If you look close, there's no air that can actually go through them there. The lights as well, a beautiful design. If you get up close, you can see, obviously it's daylight, so you can't see how they see when they actually light up. But a very, very nice design on the front. Just wanted to get a bit closer so you could actually see the grille with the front camera, because it's a lot, I think the resolution's a lot better. But yeah, I mean, this is like a work of art. Really, it's stunning. So get closer here to where you can see these false air intakes. I'm not a fan of false air intakes. I don't really know anyone that is, but there you are. Okay, so you can see we've got the indicator thing here. Another thing I'm not too sure about is, I love the paintwork on this car, but then they've separated the wheel with these arches, which are sort of plasticky. I think they would look better if they were metallic, or if they matched, or, you know, it wasn't plasticky like this. But from a distance, it looks nice. Okay, I love these. These look beautiful. You've got the contrasting colors. This, I don't quite know what to call this color. It's like a sort of beigey, sandy, not quite champagne-y type of color. Obviously, you've got the indicator light that runs along here. Looks very, very smart. We've got the keyless entry doors. Down here on the bottom sill, you've got the Infiniti logo. A nice wheel design. It's nothing too outrageous, but it looks good on this car. If you get up close, you can see there's a contrasting color. You've got the chrome here, and then a sort of darker color on the inside. All right, we'll go around to the back. All right, yeah, beautiful design. You've got the light that sort of, it looks like it runs across, but it is split in the middle. And you've got the camera, which sits just here. Again, you've got the beautiful Infiniti badge and Infiniti running along the back. It's an all-wheel drive. Now, there is something that I personally do not like, which is this. So, of course, this is where the exhaust should go. And for some very strange reason, which I'm yet to find out, and I will be asking the question later, they decided to put these here instead of actual exhausts. So the exhausts actually sit underneath. I don't know. I think this car would look a lot better if we had, you know, an exhaust on each side, or even nicer, you had twin exhausts on each side. It would just be the finishing touch. But okay, let's put that aside. They've done well with the rear design. Getting up close to the windows, you've got this chrome that runs all the way along, sort of this high gloss black, and these windows are very tinted. So yeah, very smart, very smart. The colors just work really well, and the side profile, it does look very good indeed. We'll get inside of the car. Now, one thing Infiniti have made a big point of with this car is that when you're inside of the cabin, there is not much noise. So we're going to be able to escape the busy road over there. Now, this is the Luxe trim. You have the Luxe trim, which sits lower, and then the bottom, and the Autograph trim, which sits a lot higher. So I'm actually going to get into one of the other cars because we've got a whole fleet of them here, and show you the Autograph. But just showing you the inside of the Luxe. The interior on the Autograph trim is absolutely stunning. So as you can see, we've got a whole fleet of QX60s here. There's a few inside the site that we're at now, which are all being videoed and shot by the other journalists on this trip. But I'm going to step inside of this QX60, which is an Autograph edition, which has a really stunning interior. So this has the black leather. Earlier I was driving the tanned leather interior, which I do prefer, but the black also looks pretty smart. So we are inside of the QX60 in the Autograph edition. So inside they have done a fantastic job. So the first thing I noticed when I got inside is this quilted pattern, which you see all across the front here and also on the seats. It's just a beautiful design. It's the perforated leather with the quilted diamond design, which runs all the way up. If you get close, you can see it does say Autograph very faintly. It shows a bit better in the tanned leather interior, and a beautiful rear of the car as well. It's a 2-seat plus 2-seat configuration for the 3 rows. The additional 2 rows in the back of the car. This thing can be removed, so you can easily get through this center space here. So there's a lot of space in this car. We also have the big panoramic roof, so it gives you a nice airy, spacious feeling once you're inside if it's open. Okay, the wheel of the car is probably the only thing I would have something, is the one thing that I'm not too sure about. I just feel it looks a bit plain and basic. I don't know, maybe some nice stitching that would run along here could make it look a bit nicer. I just feel this just looks a bit bulbous. But though, I do like that we have the touch buttons. I'm just not into all this haptic stuff on steering wheels. I like tangible, touchy stuff. It's got a nice touch to it. You can control everything that you need to control. But yeah, I mean, the quality, it's so premium. Beautiful stitching that runs along here and along here. You got this sort of wooden, yeah, that's real wood that runs along here. But yeah, really premium, really solid. They've done fantastic. Oh, okay, this I love. Right, so the sound system in this car is fantastic. You've got the Bose Performance sound system, which is across the whole car. But what they've done here with the speaker, they've sort of, let me show you the other side. They've actually made it fit sort of inside, custom made inside the side panel of the door. That is just beautiful. I love that. That looks really nice. So overall, the design, it's pretty sort of simplistic. They said they followed this Japanese concept of elegant simplicity, and you can really see that in the car. Everything here is touch. Here you can control your driving modes, the stop start. You've got this, which I quite like, to shift into drive. You just sort of pull it down, or you push it up to go into, okay, you push that end to go into R and park. So it's all very practical. So I'm behind the wheel of the car, behind the wheel of the new QX60, and I have to say, it drives tremendously well. It's very smooth. We're driving through these sort of funny parts of Georgia. I don't know exactly where we are in Georgia, but let me tell you, it's beautiful. If you just want to pan the camera around and show. Littered with mountains and beautiful nature. But these roads, they're a bit, they've got a lot of bumps and potholes and things like that. But let me tell you, this car, it soaks up and absorbs all of that. So it's overall a very smooth drive. I've been driving for the first half of this driving experience, I was driving the Autograph, which the Lux, which I'm driving now in the Autograph, they have the same engine. It's just some differences in the seats. You also, in the Autograph, have the cool rear view mirror that also has a camera, but this one doesn't. This is just a plain old standard rear view mirror. And yeah, driving, it's got plenty of power. The handling is fantastic. Right now I've got it in standard auto, which is sort of like the comfort. But if I put it into sport, the steering gets a bit stiffer, the acceleration and the tuning's a bit more finer. Some cars you'll drive, you'll put it into sport and it transforms the car. I'm just overtaking now. So it's got a bit of a punch. So power, it's got a bit of a punch. You can overtake when you need to overtake, and it's got the power when you need it. As I said, it's a 3.5 litre V6, 280 horsepower. We're going to overtake now. Comfortably, effortlessly. It's got all the power you need. Overall, I love the design of this car. You know, you can see they've made huge efforts to really step up their game and make a stronger dent in that sort of luxury SUV segment. It drives tremendously. It's got a good engine under the hood. It's powered by a 3.5 litre V6 engine, which gives you about 280 horsepower, which, to be honest, that's as much as you're going to need. Even when it's in the normal mode, it has enough power. Sport tunes it up a little bit. But one thing I have noticed is it's just so responsive. It takes a bit of getting used to. When you first start putting your foot on the gas, it responds almost like it's... I haven't driven many cars that are as responsive as this.